I will go ahead and start recording. We're doing the MuMo challenge again, or trying to. This is attempt number 2. And the MuMo challenge is where you play 0.015, or 0.15 rather, the version of Dungeon Crawl. And you don't wear body armor. You don't wear weapons. You don't use evokables. You don't use amulets unless it's Faith or Gourmand, which are useless to you. You don't have a god. You don't use magic. Can't throw anything unless it's funny. And by the way, I've decided nets are funny, but for the most part they mean probably fruit and meat and nothing that does damage. You have to get at least 6 runes. The Lair rune, Slime, Abyss, Tomb, and Vaults. Nope, the version is 0.15. Because trying to do this with Bennu would be very difficult. Alright, found a scroll. Let's pull this dude back. Now last time we tried this, we actually got pretty far. I think I got to, what, level 9? Something like that? And we just had some very bad luck, unfortunately. Oh man, there's no kiting here. We didn't get a very good start. I think we're just going to have to go for the kill. Okay. Oh, let's rest up. Now remember, this is an old version of Crawl, so out-of-depth monsters can just kind of spawn randomly. And things will keep spawning on the map. Oh, I forgot to do something. I'm supposed to take off my robe. Don't penalize me for that. Remove it, please, sir. Yes, ma'am. I don't think it's too big of an issue that I wore that for 5 seconds. We only killed 2 monsters with it. I do believe that some people have done this challenge and just kept the robe on the entire game. But, I'm gonna be, you know, out of an abundance of caution. I'm going to not wear it. We're up to level 2, by the way. Nothing too hard on D1. Nothing too bad at all. Let's do D2. We'll come back and try to cheese some experience out of D1 once we've cleared out D2. The old Quokka sprite there. Alright, here's our first challenge. While we're immune to poison, these guys are really good in melee. And you can't run away with them, or run away from them, rather. Nice. Level 3. Now, last time I got nothing but strength. I think we're going to stick with that, because this is an ancient version where strength is even better for unarmed combat. It's been so long since Quokka Spray. Yep. Are we gonna die? No? That adder didn't wanna go down. So I had some discussions with people kind of wondering what's really harder? Is it the Felid Mummy Deprived that I did, or the MuMo challenge? And I think that both are, you know, they're skill-based, but they're also RNG-based. But I think that MuMo is actually more annoying because with the Felled Mummy Deprived, eventually you reach a point where you can do things, you know? You can use the game to your advantage, whereas in MuMo there's... I mean, the only real big improvement that you get throughout the entire game is your skills going up and the shield. Am I going to scum out the experience with no hunger? Yes, but the problem with that is that a lot of out-of-depth monsters can spawn if I try to cheese the timer. So we're gonna do that, but we may very well live to regret it. But I think it's worth the attempt. Any armor? Any ox slots? Nope. We got a ring. Let's try to wear it. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's almost like a slaying ring. +6 strength. That is, I mean, it's not as good as some other things we could have gotten, but it's quite nice. I know that out of depth spawns, but you can still go downstairs on site, Ari says. Yeah, sort of. Like if a fire giant shows up and I go downstairs, he can like bolt a flame me and one-shot me. So he may very well not notice me and not do that, but it's definitely possible for me to get one-shotted. But as long as it's just D1 stuff, we're getting relatively free and safe experience. It doesn't spawn that out of depth. You are incorrect, ma'am. If you wait around on a floor long enough, you 100% will trigger the super OOD timer. It'll spawn hippogriffs on D1. It'll do that, but I've also gotten, even last time I tried this, I got a Deep Elf Annihilator. And that's something that could one-shot you. But we'll see. We'll see what we get this time. So far, it's nothing out of depth. Very happy with this arrangement. Okay, so here's a vampire mosquito. Not so bad. I don't think there's any chance we could kill this yet. However, we could come back and take it out reasonably easily at some point. 23 to 32 hit points, probably 2-3 hits at high damage. He does 13 damage, which is enough to 4-shot me. I think you can't get the combo high score. Tidbits, I don't really care about the combo high score. I just want to get the MuMo challenge. Okay, vampire mosquito marked on D1. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. This is old style acid, by the way. So we take more damage based on how much of our body is exposed. So he does 3 damage and then 7d3, which is probably higher in this version. So he got a very high damage attack on me. Let's go up. Oh, he killed me. Well, there was nothing I could do about that other than not take the engagement, which I probably shouldn't have. I think we actually took damage from punching him as well. Let's try again. 0.15. I'm taking a mulligan. Is this the version where corrode corrodes equipment? I think no. I think we're far enough ahead that that doesn't happen. Oh right, I'm supposed to take my robe off. But yeah, I'm so used to jellies being, I mean, not exactly pushovers, but they don't have that extra damage. Yeah, I mean, you definitely take damage from punching things. I mean, you even can take damage from using a sword on things if it's acidic, but I'm saying you take extra damage in older versions where, like, if you're not wearing ox slots, for example, like for each body part that you have uncovered, you take extra acid damage every time acid does damage to you. So it gets outrageous very quickly if you're something like an octopode trying to melee an acid blob. This is not the case in modern versions of Kroll, but I'm 100% sure that's how it works in this version. Alright, normally I wouldn't wear these rings in like a regular run of Kroll, but I'm treating this sort of like a ghetto turn count run where I'm willing to take chances, which means I'm going to be wearing rings, trying them out. Okay, we don't need magical power. We got a +1 ring of evasion, and we got a ring of loudness, which is fine. Strength. It's a real shame that we rolled so poorly with that jelly, because I feel like if we had rolled well, we could have one-shotted him. Alright, should we try to use scrolls? I'm thinking no. I'll just live with the loudness. Hey, a hat. That will not give me AC, but it will help protect me from acid. The strength +6 ring was pretty sweet. Well, that's in the past, tidbits. That's gotta look to the future. Yeah, man, I'm a survivor. It's surprising how good unarmed combat is, to be honest. Oh, he can one-shot me now, let's leave. Am I underestimating the strength of unarmed combat? Yes, Ari, you are. Your base damage gets pretty insane on unarmed combat. Crap. This is not good. I was forced to fight that. Okay, this we're not gonna fight until we can get our hit points back. Random energy is not working out so well for me. There we go. Please pronounce my name Irie. Okay, I didn't know that. You could have told me that a lot sooner. Hello, Levadoc. Yes, this is Mummy. No, this is Patrick. This isn't just Mummy though. This is the MuMo challenge. This isn't any simple MuMo. This is the MuMo. Mummy wears dad. Yes, yes, Totally, it is the advanced autism challenge. Oh man, we got that ruined hat and a helmet. Let's try the ruined hat on. +1. Same amount of AC, but if I get some armor skill, the helmet will be better. Yes, MuMo means mummy monk, but that's the race in the background, but there's more rules to this challenge than just running a mummy monk. There's a lot of special rules I have to follow. I can list those out if you'd like. Alright, let's wait for some things to show up on D1 with that wonderful old school crawl code where things spawn in. Okay, leave a doc. It is us playing in an old version, 0.15. We're not allowed to wear body armor. We're not allowed to use weapons. We're not allowed to use evocables. We're not allowed to use amulets. Can't have a god. Can't use magic. Can't throw anything unless it's funny. And we're not allowed to have any hope. And we have to get 6 runes at least. Tidbits, I would say that no god is the toughest one. I would rather, if I had to pick between the two, I would rather have a god than body armor. Somebody, somebody show Levadoc the image, the MuMo challenge image. I don't have it really available right now. Version is part of the MuMo challenge. You're supposed to do it in 0.15 because that was the version before Binu got introduced, which would make Tomb almost impossible to do. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everybody. I see some new faces. I'm hoping that my blatant advertisement on Twitter and Instagram are bringing some people in. Oh, thanks, Totary. I appreciate that. Dude, is this kobold? This kobold was wrecking me in melee. Haven't seen anything out of depth yet. Maybe we'll get lucky and nothing out of depth will spawn. Let him come to me. I'd rather not leave the staircase, you know, because well, leaving the staircase means that if an out of depth thing does show up, then we have a very serious issue, even more serious than before. Alright, a hound. Hounds are kind of a funny enemy right now, because yes, it's out of depth for D1. We can totally kill it with a little bit of luck. If we look at like an adder, they only have a little bit less hit points than the hound, and well, their defenses are like a little more EV and a little less AC. 5 damage, 6 damage on the hound. So the hound only really represents a marginal increase in danger from an adder, assuming you're immune to poison. So could we take it? Probably. And I think I'm gonna. But like we're gonna level up first. We'll come back after we're level 5. Because we're so close. But that represents a nice little chunk of experience. Haha, you've got blowgun darts that I'm immune to. Joke's on you, kobold. Yeah, people have won this challenge. Like, only a handful, though. Like, less than 6, I think. Well, you can throw books, but that doesn't mean it's gonna do... That doesn't mean it's gonna do damage. I do like the idea of throwing books at people. You just throw the book at them. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.